acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood. We are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baker going to throw this right away. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 45-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Burgess. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They go play action. Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Ian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Steelers at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off play action. Burgess. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making a big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come 19! Mustang 19!
Looking to throw. Burgess. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And it's across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Cougar 19! 19, Tiger, 19!
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
19, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Burgess. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Then with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And now another one thrown incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on second down. Burgess, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
18 Cardinals.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
To throw on second down, Burgess. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, he's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the red zone now, Mayfield. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. They go play action here on first down. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Looking to throw. Burgess. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
79 Broncos.
A final shot before break. Burgess. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Off the play fake. Burgess. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On second down, this is Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to give it to a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run again with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Warriors 70. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
60 by 60 by 19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, Cup 19, Mustang 19.
On 1st and 10, Burgess. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let go.
Looking to throw on second down. Burgess. That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Mayfield now from the 50. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a perfect drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Throwing to start the drive. Burgess throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
To throw on second down. Burgess fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
18 Rattler, 65 yards, 65.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Mayfield on first down. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
60.
Operating from the gun, Burgess. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Panthers first down.
A give up the middle. Hubbard takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Burgess. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Ready? Warriors 17. 19 tight. 19 tight. Set up.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hustle.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got Pickens complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Panthers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.